You see that, friends? Okay, those are massive, massive limbs. And he's taking off this stuff so that we can let this thing, see? There's the fence right behind it. That's, Sonny, you see what's happening now, eh, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff, bud. That just makes such a huge, huge difference when you're sending a top, especially off of hydro lines behind you. Son?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah?
That limb by your head, I have reservations.
Yeah?
I'd like you to... I'd like you to rig it, get it to move on a 45 down, sweep it by those tops of those limbs. Rig it.
Yeah.
Wait. You're darn right. So, you can see what he's trying to accomplish. See? See that? Beautiful. Gorgeous. Very nice. The kid, you know, this is the stuff I've been trying to tell him to do since he started climbing, was get the wood working for you. Move it into gravity. Let gravity work. Let the tree work for you. And he didn't have it in the beginning. Nobody really does. And now it's just so nice to see him doing this stuff. It does, friends. It might not mean a lot to you guys, but it's huge. It's massive stuff. Like, look at now what can happen to that tree's ready to go. See, he's left all the weight out front because we got road in this. We're still going to rope it like we're supposed to do. Stay with the program. But I mean, he's just removed.
Hang a rope. I think that's all we need, really.
It is all you need. That you got nothing on the back side now.
No.
So hang a rope right where you're at. Come down. Let's send it big.
Oh.
Okay, listen. Here's something that's quite serious in my mind. When you're a groundman, or you're working the ground, whether you're a climber or not, but if you're working the ground, this is a leave debris job. A lot of guys doing leave debris jobs, you know, where the homeowner takes care of the cleanup, they get pretty rotten. You know, like, I don't have to touch this brush. It's not in our job description. It's a leave debris. That means slam it, dump wood on top of it, catch you later, collect. I don't work that way. I never have. I just never have. What does it take? I'm getting a sweat on right now, dragging these monstrous limbs. Look at, I'm not complaining about it. I'm actually quite excited about it. They're big. Look at, you know, so, but guess what? He's getting an excavator in here. So all this man needs to do now when he comes here, sorry guys, I close up to you again. All he needs to do now is come in here. I'm going to crack these right in half. Okay. So it's always about logging. That's kind of how I look at things. Always like logging. So see the great big, that's deadly firewood. I'll come in here. I'll grab my power saw. I'll whack that right there. Crack right in half. That's all firewood and that's all brush. He grabs it with an excavator, thumb, noodle, boom, in the bin, gone. But if I didn't do that, he would have to just grub around with the hoe and it's all extra time for them. We're appreciative for the work. You know what I mean? So it's just, if you're a groundman, do that little bit of extra stuff. Oh, you don't have to. I'm just saying it is a suggestion. It keeps you moving, keeps you going, gets you strong. There's nothing like tree work to turn a guy into a reptile. Get off the computer. Okay. You see what I mean? All the stuff's on the lower side. We didn't want any up here because we're traipsing through here all day. Okay? That's the plan. So this here, I'm going to rip through with my power saw, lighten it up, loosen it up, so when he goes in with the excavator, it's easy to handle. Over now. There's Ganjolix right there. See, he's up there quite a ways. more than halfway. He's gonna hang a rope, but he just took a ton of weight off of that tree. Now that thing, when it leaves the stump, isn't gonna drift. He was fighting me on it a little bit. He was saying, well, what's the difference? So I just leave it in the tree. No, because when it leaves the tree, friends, up there, with a breeze going this way, it could drift. It could drift to, there's a fence over there. Just de-weight the thing. Get it working. Get the stump working from corner to corner, not pulling on a high side, right? Okay, friends, so here's the stand that Hogan's in. He chose to leave, well, I told him, we talked about it already, the two of us. There's no sense in taking any of that foliage. Leave it on the stem. We'll pull it over with the stem. Why fight it? There's a freaking fence and it's crazy. You just leave it on the tree. He's gone up, he's stripped what we just showed you. Now we got a great big top. Looks like it's kind of leaning in, which is nice, but regardless, we got a limb in it, or pardon me, a rope in it. And Ganji's is gonna send me the rope. I'm gonna pull it off. He's gonna send a great big top and it's gonna come right in here, friends. I hope to tickle the shed, actually. I want you to slide that right alongside this stem here, Sonny. All right, friends. Hoagie's gonna pour the back to it. I'm gonna film, on his camera. There it goes. That's a good shot. That's a darn nice shot, kid. God.
Too far.
To where?
It would have ended up in kind of in that crown there.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, she worked out.
Yeah, very nice. Look.
It's coming down now.
Yeah, just tie in. Give us a point. We'll pull it over with another pull with that bull rope. So there's the deal. Son, can you see how important that was to pull them limbs off there?
Pardon?
Can you see how important that was to pull all that weight off?
Yeah.
With the stem, friends. See it? You see? It's all that foliage. Why limit? It's over the fence, friends. It would be not a fun rig. You see? You see? So just leave it. Leave it on here. We'll pull it over with the freaking truck. Yeah. It'll come nice. Hang a block.
I was doing a rain dance up there for you. I took my top and I did a little rain dance.
I see that.
Summoned the spirits.
Okay, is that what you did?
So this thing is
Tell them what we're doing.
we're gonna take a pretty big top out of this. You can see it goes up, it's leaning back, but there's a lot of back weight and a lot of side lean. So that's why this character's climbing it. And it's not me climbing it. I wanted to, but then I took that top, got my fix, and I figured, yeah, we'll play it safe here. The old man gets 2 climbs today.
If I can reach my spurs.
What a horrible son I am making you climb. Come on.
What's it doing here?
It is blowing back a bit.
No, it's going back there now.
It just started blowing back when I was taking mine. Weather's all over the place today. It was beautiful this morning.
Hi everybody, welcome to the newcomers if you're new here. This is one of those trees, friends, where I could literally just fly up the back of that and just cut limbs right off it, and it would literally roll off this big cascading mountain of limbs that I'm going to leave and pull over later. I'm not rigging any of this stuff over the fence. All that stuff you see there now, it stays. And if I wanted, if the circumstances were a little different with no mailboxes there, people pulling in and out, I would literally just cut off and let those drop on the other side of the fence. Nothing would happen to the fence. You can see all that stuff I could drop straight down on the top of that, cascading lower limbs, and everything would have been fine. We've done it lots. That's not what we do here. Enjoy the heck out of yourselves. And if there's something that you want to do in this world and you keep thinking about it, go do it. Just do it, friends. You will thank yourselves later in your life when you're looking back on it and going, gosh darn, I'm glad I done that. Instead of, I should have. Don't should on yourself. Don't should on yourself.
Gotta be very careful in this situation. That's why I'm not up there.
The power lines are fake.
They're not real. Those are just props. This is all set on a Hollywood movie set. We're all actors. These trees are paid actors.
That's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Skanky bark on this stuff.
It's like balsams. The bark is just awful for the first 20 feet or so. That's the only reason I wear gloves in them.
Wow. That's quite tall.
I don't get why you 2-in-1 when there's no limbs instead of just throwing your strap.
I do sometimes.
Look at that. He's still got it.
Huh?
He's still got it.
Sometimes I go like this instead of whipping and climbing. I literally just go like this.
Sorry for the shaky footage, friends. I'm trying to watch. I'm watching him in real life, watching him on the camera.
See? Boom.
Yeah.
I'm there. Same place I would have been by slooping.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't.
Friends, I'm bringing you through this on how we done the job. Not like, you know, take this tree out. Like we ended up leaving stems and so we weren't traipsing over fire and that. I'm actually bringing you through this job in the process that we done it. Okay, just so you know. Now, Tim Norden, how are you, brother? Thank you so much, very much. And John Ferris McLean, buddy, thank you for the gift. And Mr. Dean McGarry, Dino, you surprised me, pal. Thank you so much.
I'm still not used to seeing him in his fancy new Weaver belt. Okay, you've seen 8 minutes of this. I think this is enough. Some limbs off, I think. You're taking those limbs off, eh? Oh, there she goes. Beauty. Grab that. Let her go. Perfect.
That's what I want.
Not. All right, there you go. Oh, you want me to pull her up? Oh, beautiful. That was deadly. Let her go. All right, here we go. Got another one. Shame deal. Oh, I see what he's got. He's got it rigged. He's got that limb rigged onto itself. Got it rigged to itself right at the base. Oh, handsaw. Isn't that handy? Sweet.
take the rope.
Got her. Those are huge limbs, man. Look at that thing. So you can see now, friends, we're done with the shaky limb rigging footage here. Sorry about that. It was probably not the best footage. That limb, that limb, that limb, and that limb got to come off. He'll set a rope, and then we'll see what the wind's doing, because it's 4:30 already, but we at least needed to get this thing dressed out and set a rope in it. I think we'll get it out today, though. The wind calmed right down. With the lower limbs off. Should be able to maybe take a big top on that one. I don't know if we'll be able to fit it full length. I don't think so. Maybe, no, not up there. That one I think will come full length in here. And these people will have quite the mess on their hands. And then that's coming out. And so is that. All those. Good. Always gotta have a plan.
Gotta have a plan.
That's what I'm talking about.
This was the scariest limb in a sense. It was straight out over top of the mailboxes and the lines and that, and it needed to be rigged properly. It couldn't have been just rigged down, straight down. Do you know what I'm saying? It had to be swung out, and I got the rope out quite a ways on the limb, had the boys on it purchased, and we swing it like literally right around the tree. You'll watch it here happen.
Give it a little. There we go. Okay.
You're a go. Mr. Skinny Kid. Nice shot, Bucket.
Right by there.
And the crowd goes wild. Quite the top, Bill. In the words of Mr. Skinny Kid, a nice shot, Buckin. So we're back, friends. Back on the job yesterday. It's a lot nicer of a day today. Got this big stem coming over.
Even though I can't see my tip right now, it's like I'm boring. I'd take it all the way in until I meet up with my cut and then flip over and you'll see what happens here.
we go. Catch your breath. What's that? Throw him the rope. Throw him the tail. That should come out of there. So, this thing was leaning back hard, obviously. You'll see here. This is what you're after. Right? 40%. See the center of the tree? It's right there. Nice deep undercut to get those stems to start moving. If you had to put a third undercut in here somewhere, it would have been twice as hard. Get them deep in those great big stems. That thing was leaning back hard. It was growing to the sun all these years, which is back here. So the tree develops a bow and the weight. Not all the time, but here it did. So look at that nice easy bucking up in the air there. That is a big stem of wood. Almost calls for the 125.
That's what I was saying. You should have brought some big saws.
I better go get one.
Well, it'll be all bucked by the time you get back.
Yeah, we got strong enough saws for this. Look at this, friends.
Edit a video, do a filing video.
Look at that. That's freaking, that's, look at that.
Oh, that's 12 feet from the fence.
That's a good stem. Good.
That was a good one.
It was, wasn't it? Okay, we'll get some power saws going.